You know, we are surrounded by noise, some of it loud, some of it quiet, and most of it we don't even notice anymore. We react before we see, we judge before we feel. We scroll past more beauty in a day than most people, saw in a lifetime. But somewhere between the chaos, there's a version of you that just watches. No judgment, no rush, no filter. This is the art of observing.
There's a certain kind of silence that only shows up after the sun sets. No notifications, no opinions, no one needing anything from you if you work in corporate. And on some days, if you're lucky, you'll get rain. And during this rain, I may not have the recording for it, but I noticed someone through a window living a whole life that I'll never know anything about. It's easy to think this is where observing begins. In the quiet, in the absence of noise. But that's not quite true. Because noise was never really the problem. Now, take 20 people, one house, one trip. Suitcases everywhere, someone's lost a charger, someone's giving directions nobody asked for. An old joke gets told for the 100th time and somehow it's still funny. This is not quiet. This is the noise. And yet, if you watch closely enough, there's something here too. The way people laugh with their whole body, the way someone's stubbornness is just really love that doesn't know how to say itself softly. A child crying 1 minute, dancing the next because they haven't learned to hold on to a bad moment longer than it deserves. And 20 people, one house, everyone has something to say. It's loud, it's messy, honestly, very, very Indian. But if you watch without jumping in, without getting pulled into it, you start to see something. The arguing is just people who care too much to stay quiet. The unsolicited advice is just love that doesn't know how to be gentle. In that scenario, noise is not the problem. It's just everyone being fully and completely themselves. The beauty was always there. You just have to stop reacting long enough to see it. We've gotten very good at avoiding, at feeling everyone's exhaustion as our own, and getting offended on behalf of people who never asked us to, turning a missed charger into crisis, a traffic jam into a personal injustice. I mean, I could go on for the rest of the video, but I think we have mistaken being in the noise for being consumed by it. But there's a difference between standing in the rain and being swept away by the river. Now, let's just take the same chaos and put it into a city. Bikes weaving past you, smoke from a food stall, 100 conversations happening at once. None of them, not a single one of them about you. And to be living in a city like this that has a lot of historical monuments, this city has watched this same noise happen for hundreds of years. These old walls have heard 1,000 arguments and outlasted every single one of them. The city doesn't ask you to escape it to find calm. It just asks you to stop reacting to every part of it as it were urgent. Watch a stranger adjust their bag before crossing the road. A shopkeeper straighten a sign no one else notices. A bird completely unbothered, sitting above traffic that thinks it's the center of the universe. None of this will trend. No one will write about it. But these tiny details are the texture of being alive. And it's always there. You're just too busy to see it. And this is the art of observing. It's not about waiting for the noise to stop. It's not a reward you get after the chaos clears. It's the thing that lets you stay in the chaos. The dancing, the arguing, the traffic, the noise without becoming only a reaction to it. You still feel everything. You're still in it. But some part of you stays still enough to watch it happen and notice that even the loudest, messiest moments have their own kind of beauty if you stop trying to fix them or escape them. That's not detachment, that's balance. Not retreating from life to protect your peace, just learning to stand inside the noise and still be the one who sees it.
And maybe that's that's enough. Not every moment needs a lesson, and not every video needs to change your life. Sometimes it's just a rain-soaked balcony at midnight, a family of 20 somehow fitting into one frame, a city going about its day completely unbothered by whether you noticed it or not. These things happened whether you were watching it or not. The only question is, were you there for it? Like, really there? Not filming it for someone else, not waiting for something more interesting to happen. Just there. I'm still learning this. Some days I forget completely. But every once in a while something small catches my eye and I remember. The world doesn't stop for anyone, but it doesn't hide either. It's all just sitting there waiting to be noticed.